Good morning, my Tubies and my Teletubbies. It's Sheila Truelove here with you this fine Monday morning. I was, listening to something on my Facebook, and there was this female here. She's a ebony woman, and she is talking about dating and how it is such a struggle out here today because trying to find a decent partner these days, it's rough. As you know, I am so no longer interested. Like I said, I'm only looking for activity buddies and companionship because when it comes to relationships, I keep in mind what First Corinthians chapter 7, verse 8, 28, and 38 and 40 says. And I trust what the Bible has to say because God and that Bible never lies. However, you have females out here who are still hoping to get married and they're still believing in the fairy tale. And it's just sad as far as I'm concerned. I think a lot of people, it takes them, I don't know. You have a lot of pick-me-shas out here. And a pick-me-sha is someone who they would do anything for a male's approval. A pick-me-sha is someone who she will say anything, do anything, just to be validated by a dude. A pick-me-sha is a female who can't seem to be happy unless she has a man. I gotta have a man, gotta have a man. But they don't take the time to think about what comes along with having this gotta have a man. Okay, you gotta have a man. Well, honey, be prepared for what comes with it. Anyway, I want people to also know, especially women, if you do find yourself in a relationship, a lot of times they don't last these days, especially if you have standards and boundaries. You should never compromise when it comes to your boundaries and your standards because that's what's protecting you. I have boundaries. I have standards. My standard is you have got to be on God and Jesus Christ team. I'm not looking for nobody who's on Satan the devil's team. That is my standard. I will never change that. I will never back down from that. You have to be a man who's willing to go to church. You have to be a man who takes the spiritual lead conducting the family Bible study. And I've been getting a lot of DMs lately on my Facebook. Everybody wants to date Sheila Truelove. Everybody wants to get to know what I'm really like. I have their curiosity, and every time they come up with this, hi, beautiful, hey, lady, hey, gorgeous, you know what? Why don't you start with the hey, beautiful? And how come I'm not hearing, hi, beautiful, when can I take you out? What about that? And I've gone out on several dates from the DMs that I've met on Facebook. Most of them are throwbacks. They're throwbacks. And let me tell you why. Take a listen to this female here. She's going to break it down for you. I don't use profanity, at least I try not to. I mean, there's days when you slip up every now and again, but I don't make a habit out of using profanity because my vocabulary is so much larger than that. But anyway, this is why I've been meeting a lot of throwbacks, and this is why a lot of women are saying, hell no, hell no.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
Oh, that's my son. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Okay. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Do Not Disturb. Okay. Done. Sorry, Tubies. Teletubbies. But like I said, I want you to hear what this woman is saying because these days they associate femininity with, look, let me put it to you like this. If you have standards and boundaries, they say that you're masculine. You're too masculine. Okay? They associate femininity with if you are a floor mat, you have absolutely no standards, no boundaries, then you are considered to be, now she's a feminine woman. She's what men are looking for. Yeah, they're looking for floor mats. They're looking for women that they could take advantage of, and they're looking for women who are pushovers. And if you don't look that part, or you don't, you know, allow someone to come along and treat you like a garbage, a piece of trash, a floor mat, then yeah, they have issues. But anyway, the reason why, like I said, I've been dating a couple of these DMs, and I take phone calls and I do the FaceTime and I listen to where their head is at. But this is pretty much what is out here today. Listen up.
The type that like an ugly man. Half of y'all don't even equal up to a whole man. Either you got a job and you ugly as fuck. We have a lot of slim pickings. We have a lot of slim pickings. Open your ears and listen to what I'm saying. Women have a lot of slim pickings. The pickings for women are not as vast as the pickings for men. We are literally picking through a pile of shit when it comes to men. Let's just call a spade a spade. We are picking through men that don't equal up to what the fuck we looking for. Let's just put it out there, because I'm tired of y'all with the bullshit. Either you fine as fuck and you ain't got no motherfucking job. Either you got a job and you ugly as fuck. Either you don't have a lot of money but you got a big dick. Either we trying to pick and choose through a lot of bullshit y'all bringing to the table. You don't have a car, but you got a good heart. You got a 9-to-5 job, but you don't have bigger goals than that. We gotta, listen, we trying to pick and choose the best out of a lot of bullshit. So y'all gotta cut us some motherfucking slack. We trying to get the best we can get out of a lot of shit that y'all not bringing to the motherfucking table, okay? Don't try to act like all y'all got y'all shit together. We either gotta pick a nigga that we know gon' cheat cause he got money, but he financially stable. Or we gotta pick from a man who don't cheat, but all his shit ain't together. What the fuck do you expect us to do? I'm just asking. We are literally trying to solve math equations by picking the best dude that we can motherfucking pick. This shit is not, it ain't just simple dating no more. This shit literally boils down and you are literally having to solve a fucking mathematical equation to try to get a motherfucking man that's hitting on something. What do you want us to do? You love talking about it's our fault. How the fuck is our fault when half of y'all don't even equal up to a whole man? It literally takes 3 of y'all motherfuckers, 3 to equal 1. How the fuck that's our fault? We gotta get one with a big dick, one that's financially stable, and one that don't cheat. You gotta literally have 3 niggas to equal 1. What do y'all want us to do? What? I'm playing, but I'm dead ass serious. What? I need y'all to give me a solution.
Now, you notice what her priorities are: a big penis. You gotta have some cash. You gotta be faithful. Her priorities, I don't think, are too straight. Personally, I think it's wise to have a man who is a leader, and I mean someone who takes the spiritual lead. You know, he goes to church every Sunday, Saturday. I prefer church on Saturday because Sunday is my rest day. I don't go anywhere. I have church inside my house on Zoom and on YouTube. And he has to be a leader, a spiritual leader. He has to be a provider. These are the qualities that I think women should be looking for. And if he's not if he has you paying half of the bills or you going half on the rent, then you don't have yourself a provider. So that's hard to find these days. And he has to definitely be a protector. He has to be able to keep you out of harm's way. And that's what a man is. Now, regarding he got to have a big old penis, who cares about that crap? That's stupid anyway. Because as we know, as relationships get older and older, that sex stuff starts to calm down anyway. And it's like, get real. And I think we should be wise enough to know it's not about the size, honey. You got the biggest thing on the planet, but if you don't know how to use it, it's useless. Whatever. So her priorities about you have to have a lot of money. I don't care if you have a lot of money. I don't think no, you don't want a man with a lot of money because he feels entitled to having more than one woman. He's always going to have 2 and 3 side pieces when he have a lot of money. So I'm saying if he could have at least make $3,000 a month, at least $3,000 a month, then that should suffice. Or as long as he's able to make enough money to pay for rent, utilities, food, and his mental health, he makes enough money to take care of those things, then that means, if you were to move into his home, of course he's supposed to pay all the rent and the utilities because he's going to pay the rent and utilities whether you're there or not. Let's say you live with the man and he's paying the rent and he's paying the utilities, but the moment you move in, he expects for you to go half. Why should you go half? Because if you move out, he's still going to have to pay the rent, the utilities, and buy food. What is he going to do? End up on Skid Row, become homeless? Just because you moved out? No. So that's something he should at least, if he moves into your home, he should at least be giving you $800 a month. Because you think about rent out here, that's going to cost you at least 6 or 7. And then we're talking about food. We're not even talking about if he have to pay utility and if he wants Wi-Fi or cable. We're just talking about the basics, rent, utility, and food. So if he don't have enough money, at least that to give you, then girlfriend, get please. But when she comes, when she, I'm listening to her criteria. It is hard to find a decent dude these days if that's what you want. Because I told you I don't want no marriage. I've done it twice, 2.5 times. You can say 3 times. I've done the marriage things. No, it's not for me because marriage is not for everyone. Marriage is not for me because one, I'm not trying to hear nobody telling me what to do, what I can do, what I can't do. I'm not a child. I'm not a child. It's like you move out of your parents' house and now you got to be submissive to this dude. That's being a child all over again as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, it is a struggle. There's a lot of women out here who have who's struggling with dating. Because trying to find a man, it's rough. You have nothing out here this day and age except for broken little boys. Broken little boys. I had to put emphasis on that. Trying to find a man, good luck.
It can't just be, it's not just the women. Think about it. I know so many single women right now, good quality single women. Why the fuck all of us single? It's our fault? It ain't our fault that we trying to make the best out of a fucked up situation. We trying to make the best out of what we got. We gotta take the scraps because yes, now we're older. A lot of men are married. A lot of men are married. A lot of men are in relationships. So we're trying to take the ones that's not in a relationship and piece they motherfucking ass together. Good luck, sis. Good motherfucking luck. We the ones that's in the struggle. Men got a lot of choices. I know right now 5 to 6 quality women I can name off the top of my head that men gotta choose from. That men get to choose from. Us on the other hand.
Now that I have to agree with her 100%. There are a lot of amazing women. I could name at least 12 off the top of my head. I could really do it quickly. 12 good women that I know. When you go into these churches also, and I don't want to hear people say, yeah, the church women, they're the worst women, whatever. No, honey. You got yourself some nice, good Christian women. You go into these churches, there's like 100 women and maybe 12 men, maybe 15 men. There are way more good women out here than there are good men. Like I said, you can't even hardly find a man these days. It's nothing but boys. If he's not a spiritual leader, a protector, and a provider, that's a broken little boy. If he sits up here and have you doing the financial heavy lifting, you doing the most financially, that's a boy. That's not a man.
We trying to piece y'all ass together to equal one. So the struggle is motherfucking real. Do not come to me talking about, well, it's your fault, Atara. You picked that nigga. I picked the best that I could pick with what the fuck I had to choose from.
I hear you, girl. That's right. How about that? She said, how about that? God, she's so like ghetto and a little ratchet. But the thing is, she's right. So many people keep saying, well, you women, you pick these type of dudes. You pick these men to father your children. What they fail to realize is that, one, women have a biological clock, Dude, you can make babies until you're 60, 70 years old. Not that you should, because that sperm is not quality sperm. And then you got kids who are bipolar, kids who are schizophrenic, kids who are dwarfism, all this other crazy stuff that comes with that old sperm. But the point is, women have a biological clock. Also, women are picking from what is basically out there. You say you should pick better. Where is this better? Women would pick way better. Like if we were in those countries that Oprah Winfrey, she had on her show, these countries where they have way more women than men, there's hardly no, there's hardly, no, way more men. I'm sorry, way more men than women. Like some places in China, in Asia, in the Asian countries, like in Alaska, like in certain parts of San Diego. There's so many men and hardly no women. Honey, we would have a field day. Step back and watch the type of men that women would pick then. Because then they see that there's hardly any women and they're going to treat you right. But these women don't want these dudes that you see them picking. That's not really what they feel they deserve. They know they deserve better. But if better is just not out there, then what choice do you have? You can choose the way I chose. I chose to be an asexual and stay single. I chose to listen to what the Bible has to say. I chose that if I do decide to ever get married again, it will be after the second coming of Jesus Christ.
How about I'm trying to say, okay, damn. The other day I did a whole video scratching my head. Shit. I can't have a dude that look good and financially stable and got good dick. I'm stuck. What I'm supposed to do? So now I gotta say, forget it. Don't worry about the dick no more. Okay, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the looks. One of those things I gotta scratch off my motherfucking list because I got a piece of nigga together. That's just it. So, Kent, shut your ass up. James, shut your ass up. Joe, shut your ass up. Twan, shut your ass up. Pendleton, shut your ass up. It is hard out here in these streets for us women. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't care how y'all feel. I'm taking up for the women today. How about that? How about y'all step y'all motherfucking game up and get your shit together? Half of these niggas homeless. They living up under a roof with a female and ain't none of they names on the motherfucking nothing in that house. Y'all homeless niggas. We gotta pick from niggas that's homeless. We ain't even got pickings of niggas that got their name on shit. Because
now, she's right also about that. It is so easy for a woman to get any dude today. You could get a dude. I could walk out there now and hit the corner, and I could come back if I want 5, 6 different niggas. Excuse my colloquialism with that. Dudes. I mean, what dude do you know that ain't looking for a woman to pay their bills? Who can't go out there to the city mission, pick up a dude, bring him home, get him a haircut, clean him up? That's what these people are doing up here in New York. I mean, they are literally picking up bums. That's how desperate and thirsty these women have become. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. So any female, so people talk about, where's your man? You ain't got a man. Honey, you don't have a man either. You have a bum. You have a pimp. You have a bum. Anybody could go into the freaking homeless shelter or go to the YMCA, find yourself a clown. I'm sorry. Find yourself a doggone clown, pay his bills, or do the financial heavy lifting. Any woman can do that. Please.
90% of the men is living up under another bitch roof and their name ain't on nothing. You're homeless. You're homeless. We gotta pick from a nigga who car in his baby mama name. We fucked up. We fucked up. We ain't got a lot of shit to pick and choose from. We fucked up. Baby, I've been to prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm just jumping out of prison. So you know a nigga trying to get on his feet. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? I don't want to die alone. So I'm sitting at home at night, late at night, up, trying to subtract, add, divide, and multiply to make one nigga, two niggas, three niggas, a whole nigga.
What are you supposed to do? She's talking about, I don't want to die alone. Another thing, I find a lot of foolish women. Why do you think being single means being alone? Being single does not mean being alone, honey. That's where friends come in and family come in. And if you really want somebody like that, get a roommate. Get yourself a nice female roommate who's on God's team, a Christian woman who has Christian morals and Christian values. You do not have to be alone. Think about the shows Living Single with Queen Latifah. Think about Golden Girls. Think about Hot in Cleveland. Think about the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Think about so many other shows where women, they love the dating them, but they don't have no man living in their house. That's what I call an independent woman. I love strong, smart, and when I say smart, women with common sense and women who are independent. You're not independent anytime you got some man living in your house. And that's what I admire. Women who are independent, women who have a mind of their own, women who they don't need to be controlled. You see, you have a lot of people who they say they don't like to be controlled, but they need to be. They have to be. They either in a highly controlled religion where your brain, they have this mind control over you, or you have some dude that you have in your house. You have to have a dude around. Those are people who need to be controlled. You need somebody to tell you yes, no, okay, you can't do that. Where you going? What time you coming back? No, that's being controlled. A lot of people don't like it, but they need it. Because without being controlled or having someone control them, they don't know how to live right. They don't know how to do right on their own. They don't know how. I don't need nobody controlling me.
Supposed to do. We fucked up, ladies. And these men do not want to hear it. They want to ignore it and act like all they shit together. The very ones that saying, I got a job, I'm financially stable,